2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
New
Orleans. Breeze now. It's Hill, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes not get away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. It's complete to Jerron Brown. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jerron Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Breeze now to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they want to... People getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Second and goal from inside the 5. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They can call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A toss running left, Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Hey, 66.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, goal 66. 36. Line 36. Check it, reload.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Alvin Kamara on
this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Murray. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder... because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Breeze to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's checking credit.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At the 7-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. At throw by Brady, incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Alabama. 36, Rim, 36. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch out. Watch twist.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 7-yard line.
Second and 5. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down
just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st down, Saints.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
And a Saints 1st down.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Eluding the pressure right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert three. Alert three. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Line 36. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check the backer.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Brady. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
He was absolutely loved the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
First down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Saints on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his man Hilton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The busy night continues for Kamara. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 22, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. On play action, now Breeze. He's got it to Hilton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go out near midfield, up the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A handoff to Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A 3-yard down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Watch the eye.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's put that team on the clock. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Ozzy. Ozzy. Shit, man. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Shotgun now for Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
16.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a play fake. Breeze. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
The 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Back to throw, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Kamara. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't